Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. And today I am here to share with you this gorgeous, quick, easy, but effective little card. Now this is using, sadly, some products that are retiring. Sorry, just getting up. Sorting myself out here. So for this, it's a unisex card. Hey Donna, sunny autumn day here in my neck of the woods on the sunny Central Coast. So yeah, but nice unisex card. Hey Linda, using the Petal Burst embossing folder, which is one that is sadly retiring, but the new ones coming in, I can guarantee you, are gorgeous. And we are using the also very sadly retiring Happy Birthday Gorgeous. I will show them to you right way round when I flick the screen around. Hey Rose, thank you for sharing, Linda. Hey Sherry. So this is a card I made in class on the weekend. I did an embossing class, so this is my dry embossing sample, and we made it in two ways. We made it plain, and I also did some very simple colouring with some Stampin' blends to add some texture to the embossed background for footy. That's right, footy on a Monday. Are you watching or participating, Donna? I'm very curious now, very, very curious. So what I'm going to do, I have sort of half prepped some things that I was showing in class, but I will flick you guys around and then we can get making, because I'm ready to rock and roll today. It's all exciting here in the Woodbridge household. Had a meeting this morning, so I'll flick around and turn off my light as per normal, and we can have a great chat and get on with making the card. I'm very curious about this footy, Donna. I haven't quite set myself up here perfectly. Sorry, guys. We need hold music. I really truly need hold music. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry, getting my nail there. Right. I think we're all good. I'll go turn off the light and I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. So I have a couple of class kits left because one of my friends was extremely jet lagged yesterday and I didn't make my full card. So yeah, I have a couple of kits left over and thought, why not come on and show you? I'm just seeing, there we go. We're coming into focus, which is great. And I'm going to turn quiet mode off. Hello, Karen. Hello, Laurie. Right, we're looking much better. So, what I'm going to start with is telling you why I love this Happy Birthday. I think I'm going to change my internet because mine's coming in and out on my second screen. So I will be 2 seconds while I change that. So create some hold music yourself while I do that. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if that's going to work better. Dun, 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 dun. Right, back. I'm back on my second screen as well, and we're looking so much clearer, which is great. So the Happy Birthday Gorgeous set I love the sentiments. I like that you get some balloons and some flowers and some stems, but today, to make this look more masculine, we're just going to use this leaf and this leaf. because they go really well with the petal shapes, which I can make look like leaves. So I've taken quite a feminine-ish stamp set and turned it into, I'm saying this is leaning a lot more to be a masculine card. So yeah, let's get moving. So the colors I have used are Old Olive and Mossy Meadow, which work perfectly together. So I have 3 pieces of Old Olive here, and they are pre-cut to be slightly smaller than our card base. And I've realized I just need to change the plates around in my big shot, which I will show you, and then we can get quickly embossing these. So I normally leave my die cut machine set up for die cutting, but because this is a die cutting mat, I just need to get the thinner one, otherwise otherwise it won't fit through and I'll break my machine, and I don't want to break my machine. So this one is set up, ready to go. So pop this through. Now I think I'm only going to colour one of these backgrounds to show you, and for time purposes I'm just going to colour one of these embossed backgrounds. So grab the other one upside down, Miss Jane. That one had a bit of a haggard cutting edge, but pop it upside down and no one knows except for you, me and everyone watching. So I hope everyone had a lovely weekend last weekend. I ended up having an amazing weekend, seeing my team and some of my customers for class, which was fantastic, and had lots of laughs, lots of fun, which I always enjoy those kinds of weekends. Okay, third one done. So dry embossing is really simple with your die cutting machine and embossing folder, and you get this beautiful 3D effect, but I am going to enhance that even more using our Old Olive Stampin' blends. So I have them pre-prepared over here. Just going to continue to check these comments. Hello, Miss Kathleen. Thank you for joining. If you guys are popping in on the replay or popping in during, say hi. So I'm going to use the brush end of both of these, because you have a brush end and you have a bullet end, which is great for precision work, but there's no precision about this. I did start this card originally, and I'll tell you while I colour, because I'm just very simply going to go in one colour at a time and pick some petals or leaves to colour in. So I ended up, my design process for this card was, I started with a Whisper White piece of cardstock and started colouring with lots of green blends, and it just didn't quite look right. So then I used the bullet end of a darker colour, and I started colouring, I started putting in like leaf veins, and then it looked really horrible. So I stopped because I was doing all of the leaves / petals, and it just looked all kinds of wrong. So I stopped and I discarded that piece because not all crafting is good crafting. I'm sure someone out there would have loved what I did, but I did not. And then I went, oh, why don't I do tone on tone? Because I was already using the blends. So I started doing the tone on tone, and that ended up looking like this one. And it looked fantastic. So I stuck with that. And it was so much easier because I didn't colour every leaf / petal. And they're not perfect. So I've used the darker one. Now the darker one ends up looking quite like Mossy Meadow, which is good. And what I'm doing design-wise with this one, I'm like creating pairs. And then I'm going to go through and just pop some random ones in. And it doesn't take long, but it is a bit more time consuming than just having it plain like this. But it looks equally good plain. And one of my customers, she came up with an addition for this card, once again using the blends. Well, I added that bit, and we're going to add some bling, but we're going to colour the rhinestones with this one, actually, the dark Old Olive blend, to tone it in, because she's looking and she goes, I feel mine needs something. And I went, yeah, we can do that. So it was great. I love it when my customers show me their own creativity. Just seeing what you girls are saying there. You girls are all really quiet today. I'm just rabbiting on to myself here. I can't think of what... How many of you own this embossing folder? That is a really good question. Now, I'm thinking, because I have one pre-prepared earlier. Well, I might go here, which means I need a few more up here, and then I think we're good. And that's this bit done, and then I'm going on with all my stamping. Now this is using blends in their simplest form, because I'm not actually doing any blending as such. And this light blend, I would say, would be the truest colour to Old Olive, but it's nice. It does add just that slightly darker shade, which is fantastic. So I will just pop these here so I remember to use them later. And I'm going to grab... No, I'm going to do my stamping is what I'm actually going to do. So I am going to grab that stamp set now that I've done the colouring there. And I'm going to grab my small bee block. Now, where are my leaves? I've lost them, have I? No, they're here. So what I did is I literally just mounted them next to each other in a haphazard random pattern, just like that. So to make it really, really super duper simple, I am going to just stamp a portion of this, and then I'm going to punch it out. So just using the Mossy Meadow cardstock, because it tones so well with that darker Stampin' Blend colour. And I'm going quite randomly. Just remembering to be quite light as I get ink on my block, but that happens to the best of us. Now I do like that some of my stamping is a bit incomplete here. It actually works. Oh, helps if I'm on the ink pad, doesn't it, guys? I'm just trying to get a bit of a mix of the leaves. Oh, this is working out quite well. Maybe I should have done this yesterday. Well, not yesterday actually, but this would also build up to make a fantastic background piece. And just try and not get too many of the same leaves together. Here, then go here. Let's spin it around. I find it easier to spin the paper rather than to spin the block in my hand. That's just the way I kind of work best. I think I need a couple more over here. Oh look, I might as well stamp the whole piece and then I can use it for something else in my use it up box. You never know, it might come out before it retires. If not, it will go in my granddaughter's little stash. Sorry guys, I'll grab that phone. Hello. Okay, thank you for holding on there, guys. It was a silly survey or election things. All those fun things that we get at this time of year. Hey, Miss Nicole. Sorry, I missed that retired item question. Oh, I've put quiet mode on again. When Stampin' Up retires items, can you not use them anymore? Okay, Rose, you can use them. You cannot purchase them. But I choose not to show retired items because my customers want to purchase things that I show. So I just choose not to show them because I can't sell them. So yeah, hey, Miss Nicole. So yeah, okay, that will do. And I am going to get that stamp set back. And then I will clean everything at the same time. I shall stamp 3 happy birthdays. And right, now it doesn't matter whether they're upside down or not. So I'm stamping the happy birthdays onto Old Olive. I'm just making sure I will have enough room to punch. And I'll pop this one a little bit further up. And that one should work well. Great. So that is all my stamping done. So I stamped that whole piece. I've stamped my sentiments. And now I've just got some punching and assembling. So in the whole scheme of things, besides if I coloured all of those, a really simple card with a lot of texture. Oh, that's okay, Rose. I'm happy to explain. It's just they're not actively selling them anymore, which sort of makes them a bit redundant for me as a demonstrator that does classes to use. So I'm taking my 1 3/4 punch. Yes, I still have my original 1 3/4 punch. So just, that's one. Let's see how we go. That's 2. And I need 1 more. Oh, 3. Look, I stamped a lot more than I needed, but hey, we need things for my use it up box. So I've done those. I will punch. Whoop. Would you believe that piece just ended up in the bin? Hey, Alicia, thanks for joining. Okay, so classic label punch, which is one of my absolute favorites for little sentiments. 2. And once again, create. Oh no, I didn't need all of them because I had 1 left over. Oh, I'm a dill. And I swear, it's okay. I'm going to create an extra embellishment and put it in my use it up box. It's all good. Let's just do it. I wasn't thinking. Right. 3. So we've got 4 of each, but we will only use 3. So that can go in my scraps over there. I'm going to bring over my chamois. Oh, now that punch goes directly in front of me, so I can pop that away. Just before I get any ink on anything else, like I just did on my fingers. Okay, tap, 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 and then do a check there, nice and clean. So do a nice tap, tap and a bit of a twist, and then I just double check on the really clean side. Okay, that is those cleaned. Awesome. And now I need some vellum. You know, what's a card for me without vellum? And I am taking our 2-inch circle punch. Hey, Roz, thanks for joining. Just in the process of making this little card up here. Okay, so I can get 1 more circle punch out of that, and I need 3 more. So I just pre-cut these strips ready to ready to use, which makes life a little easier than having 1 big sheet that you have to wrangle a punch with. And 3. So that's 4, that's 4, that's 4. I've got 3 card bases. I've got 3. Right. We are definitely getting somewhere. Really? Why? Is it soothing because I'm crafting, or is it my accent, or I'm curious now. Oh, hello, Karma. Yes, I know it's late for you guys over there, but it's only really, what's time? It's 12:46 here, so it's just past lunch or lunchtime, depending on what you do. I've had a little something to... Oh, no, I do have 4 card bases. Awesome. I can make all 4 of these cards and have nothing for my use it up box. Oh, that's okay. I will off screen later just quickly emboss another background. It's all good. So doing my batch processing like I always do. Just do everything at once, and then the assembly goes super duper quick. So using a mossy meadow green card base. So just keeping the colours to 2 besides the vellum. Now, while this piece has been uncovered, the actual card here was inspired by this piece of Share What You Love designer series paper, and we are going to put a strip of that on the inside. So yeah, this was directly influenced from this piece of pattern paper. So I get inspiration from lots and lots of different places, and this was just the inspiration for this one. And then I thought, because this is a scrap, I can quite easily use a piece. Now I'm using Tombow especially on the back of this because it is embossed, so there's sort of less surface area. Oh, why am I doing that? I want to leave it off completely because I've got lots of gluing in my future. Okay, pick this up without getting glue all over myself. Okay. Let's see how we're going here on straightness. Yeah. No, maybe not. Because when we pop these through the embossing folder, they do shrink a little bit more than what they do if it's just a plain piece of paper. Now I'm getting one of my handy dandy blocks. I'm going to do that and pop that to the side. Let that adhere. Whoop. Almost lost a vellum circle. Right, I need one of these. So this is just a plain background, but as I said, we've got a spectacular finishing touch, which is so super duper simple. But now you'll just have to put up with all my assembly bits. Now that I have a gluey finger, which is not helpful, but it's an occupational hazard to be gluey and inky. Okay. Right. Put this one onto the block. And one more because I can't count my things. Sorry for the traffic going down my street. I've got my front door open. Hello, Miss Jennifer. How are you? Are you and your lovely boys feeling better? I've been thinking of you all. Okay, and the last card front that I have prepped. Pull this down slightly. Let's see. Come on. Right. No, this side's crooked. There we go. Let's call that done. We'll put this under the block as well, and let's start doing these. I think I'm going to use some snail, because if we use wet glue on vellum, it crinkles. Just an FYI. Ask me how I know, because I've done it way too many times without thinking. Okay, so just as best as we can, lining that one up. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat. Just bear with me while I have a drink. Oh, so much better. Frog's almost gone. Right. Done. Okay. 2 done. So, do you like doing these like botanical type cards? No, not that glue, Ellen. Actually, I'm finished with this glue now. so I don't need it. Someone likes making these botanical cards. Thanks for the thumbs up. Because I don't know, it is masculine, but it'd be great for someone who loves their garden because it's just nice and green and lush and calming. Oh, hello, Miss Jamie. Oh, I'm glad they're feeling better. A quick pop in. And, oh, okay. Oh, I'm so glad I can keep you company, Miss J. I've had a meeting today too, but luckily it was a nice quick one and it was here at the house, so I didn't have to run around like a mad woman and go anywhere. Okay, so now we've done our 4 circles. I need to grab my mini dimensionals, which are here. Grab my handy dandy scissors, which I rarely use as scissors. I use them as an extension of my fingers. And these mini dimensionals are perfect for these thinner areas. I can tell someone else has been using my mini dimensionals because it's not in nice straight lines. It's very, very haphazard. But maybe if I turn this into a square, my brain may cope a little better. This is sticking to my finger. Hold on. Try and rub my finger. You're not hating the green, Jamie. Woohoo! Jamie has an aversion to green, girls. And if Jamie's not hurting the green, she's right. I must be doing a good job. Yeah, so Jamie, the colours I've used are Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. And I think because I've only used 2 greens and not made lots of greens, I have to tell you a story. It just came into my head. At one of my first demonstrator events, there was a demonstrator on stage and we were talking about how awesome Stampin' Up's colour coordination is. And she made 2 cards, one with Stampin' Up ink and cardstock and pattern paper. And that was the really nice card because it was all beautiful and everything went together. And then, shock horror, she had to make a trip to her local scrapbook shop. And she was trying to see if she could emulate the same colour experience from things from her scrapbook shop. And alas, she could not. And she made the ugly green card. Oh, is it Earth Day today, Jennifer? I did not know that. I don't know if that's an American thing or not though. But I'm happy I'm being all environmental. Okay, and one more dimensional and then I've got to take all the backs off. Sorry to make you sit through all of that part because we know how well Ellen's hands work. Actually, my hands, it suddenly turned very cold here. And I was out very early with Owen for a run on Sunday morning and oh my god, I was rugged up. I had a beanie, scarf, nice warm jacket, but my hands, oh my god, I need to go and buy a pair of gloves. Oh, it was a few days ago. Yeah, so it this ugly, going back to the ugly green card, their cards were worlds apart, like really worlds apart, because the pattern paper didn't match the cardstock and oh my word, I was quite gobsmacked at that stage. And then put that down evenly, Ellen. And I was that further sold me, and don't rip the cardstock while you do it. I was further sold on Stampin' Up at that stage, even though I was already a demonstrator. It was a great thing to be able to relay all these years later, because I swear that was 6-7 years ago. Yes, I've been demonstrator for 8 years. I was 8 years. My anniversary was in February. Seems like I joined up not that long ago, but it seems like forever at the same time. Okay, these are not perfect, but they are handmade and not Hallmark. Okay, these backings are coming off quite nicely. It also helps that I'm way overdue to get my nails done at the moment. So I'm getting my nails done on Saturday. What colour do you want to see on the videos, girls? So I normally go either my deep purple, really deep dark purple, which would actually match my hair at the moment, because I had it coloured last week to banish all my pesky greys. Well, they're more than pesky, actually. There are quite a number. It's a bit sad. Or I could go a dark blue. Yeah, I knew you'd vote purple. See you around like Fruit Loop, Miss J. Hang on. Where did we get the colour thing from? Green and orange are not your friends. Hey, Chris, sorry, I've missed a whole lot of conversation here. Ah, yeah, the gender neutral cards are great, Roz. They really are. Green and orange. See, I like orange for a pop and a highlight. You love mossy though. Yeah, it's a great green. I just saw that big. It was cute. You store your cardstock. See, mine's... I still, so one of these pieces, I don't know if you can tell. I know one of the pieces I must have had out as the card base is slightly different, but I think it's more to do with it was really old olive cardstock, and we did change paper suppliers, and there are always some small variances, very small variances in our Stampin' Up paper, and by small I mean really small. I am going to use glue dots. Look at me using all the glues today, but I am going to use glue dots to adhere these because they're going onto a bumpy surface, so this will adhere nicely. So you can see the difference here in between the plain and the non-plain background, or the non-enhanced by colour background. Tell me which one you like. Now these are just going completely flat on, I'll pop this here. I always like the bottom left. I don't know why, but I do just like the bottom left. Pop that there. I'm going to see who's writing. Hey, Anne. Hi, Anne. I worked out how to do closed captioning last night because Anne is one of my beautiful deaf viewers, but I couldn't do it off my phone and I can't do it off Safari. So I'm going to have to, and I couldn't remember my Facebook password for Chrome on the computer that I was on. So I plan on looking into turning on closed captioning for Anne sometime today. That's my plan anyway. Okay, so now I have to find my bitty bitty baby rhinestones and see what one I did with them, and two, what we can do with them, because of course they're not in an obvious place, which would be really good, but no. If you're my rhinestones, where would you have put them? Just talk amongst yourselves while I have a quick squeeze here. Because they should technically be in my class bag. Stencils, paper, embossing. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to get down a whole new set because that's what we do. And that set was almost finished. But for the life of me, I can't find it. I don't know that you can do it on while it's live, Roz. Yeah, do you know what? I don't normally go burgundy, Alicia, but with the closed captioning, I can only do it after the video has happened. So that's a bit of a bummer that I can't do it beforehand. Whole new set. Well, that's a really old set of rhinestones, but let's get them used up. Okay, that box is away. Oh, I can close caption here on Facebook, but I just can't do it live. No, that's fine, Roz. I did look into it, but I have to do it after I've recorded it. So yeah, I did. Someone mentioned in one of the replay viewers mentioned in the comments, and I went, ooh, good info to know. If I just pop the edge here, right. Now, will it come out for me? Can we all just tell it to? There we go. Hooray! Right, so I think I'm going to use these middle size ones, and 2, 4, 6, 8. And I'm going to just go straight over with the Stampin' Blends marker and turn them into that dark shade of the Old Olive. Yes, I am aware I have a very frayed end. I'm making it work. Okay, they look really good. And now they're ready to use. So I'm going to put my Stampin' Blends away now. I love having my storage on my desk. It helps so much. They should all be dry now. And where my handy dandy scissors are here. Actually, because you can't really see them on screen, I'm going to show them to you close up. I'll just trying to wait so you can see that they're just green compared to the ones around it. Okay, use my handy dandy scissors. Okay, sorry I'm missing so many comments. I hate that Facebook have changed this. I do have the new storage system, Alicia, and I did do an unboxing and a bit of a setup and a blog post. So if you scroll back there or have a look at my pictures or videos tab, which is on the main page on the left hand side, you should be able to find that info. Now the one, and come off. Thank you. Right, so these are looking great. It just adds that little bit extra. And it's still, I would still, even with the bling, give this card to a guy. Would you? With the bling, would you give it to a guy? Yeah, please do check it out. I know in Australia though, we have sold out of a couple of our items. We have sold out of the open storage cubes, and we have sold out of the ink pad and marker storage. But that just shows how popular they are. They will be back. They're just not back right now, and when they are back, I will definitely do an update, and then I will re-link to all my videos at that time. Okay, so this little baby is going straight into my use it up box, which is in arm's reach, and I'm going to pop these. Look how old these are. Look how faded that is. God knows where I had them stored in my old craft area to make them so faded. But that's okay, they'll get used now. I like putting away as I go now that I have things even more organised. So I'm going to grab down my trimmer for a final touch to decorate the inside. Now I can see this one here is totally crooked. So straighten that up, and I think I might do like 3/4 of an inch strips, roughly. Now I've only got 3. Oh, I am going to end up with 4 cards. That one will come out of the use it up box, but it can stay there for the moment. So this is still a great usable scrap that I will definitely use. For those that have come in late, this pattern did inspire my original card. And this is paper from the share. I put this on upside down. Have a look. Totally upside down card. Please pray this just pops off nicely. Oh, look at that. Change it round. Oh, look, you wouldn't know I stuffed up. Okay, so I am going to put come on, Mr. Snail. Just a strip of snail. I'm going to leave some green at, or some of the mossy meadow at the bottom. Trying to make it fairly straight, but you know, straightness is not my forte. Oh, can't even open this. Hello, Miss Patricia. Thank you for joining. I'm just finishing off the, oh God, that's as crooked as anything. Just finishing off the insides of my cards. I've still got some trimming to do, so you can see them when I've done, or when I'm done. Can't talk today either. Right, there we go. Pop this one on, and I will pop this one with my other one over here when I redo that. Now I am going to not stress my hands any more than I have to. And, oh, dear word. Right, use my sprung scissors just to snip these extra bits off. And then we have a decorated card inside and out. And then I will just pop my stickers on the back, and then they are ready to go in my box to be given to the people on my birthday list, because I've been slacking. I haven't written any birthday cards yet for next month, and next month is tomorrow. Haha. That's okay. I do have one that's may hopefully get his card for Tuesday. Okay. Just let me put all my rubbish away here, because I hate dimensional backs being all over the floor. Okay. Grab my name stickers. Don't even know. Yep, I put one on the original card. So thank you guys so much for joining me today to make these cards. I was really, after the disastrous start of making them, which I did tell the story a little bit earlier if you popped in late, I ended up being really happy with how they turned out. It's not often I discard things into the bin, but with that front, I absolutely did, but I ended up having a great, actually what I'll do this so you can see both of them, one with and one without our custom bling, and just put away my stamps. And I've already put away my punches that I used. I ended up using the classic label 1 3/4 inch circle and the 2-inch circle. So it is actually quite a minimal supply card, if you don't count a die cutting machine. But you could easily replicate this with, say, I could have, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish that 4th card with this piece of paper, and then it gets it used and done. Not quite finished. Sorry. You thought I was finished. I faked you out. Okay. Grab down my primer. Thank you, Rose. Okay, so I'm cutting this at, well, I might as well use it, because it won't be getting used after it's either sold out or the end of the annual catalogue. And this goes perfectly because it's got all those colours in it. Okay. That is away. Right. So it does have the pretty pearlized pattern on the back, but that's not what I'm going for with this card. Right. So I've actually made 3 versions of the same card with all the same supplies. How's that for using what I've got? They're here. I have an empty box that I put away, but it had no glue dots in it. Oh, I didn't need to use glue dots because it's going on to flat paper. but it doesn't matter. Oh, I like that version too. But I don't have much of that paper left. So there is our 3 versions of the same card using the Happy Birthday Gorgeous stamp set. So thank you girls so much for sticking with me there. And I'm hoping to be back on Thursday. I do need to do a couple of things early in the morning, and I hope to get those done early. If not, I'll be on a bit later. My pleasure. You girls have a lovely day. I now get to go to the chemist for my children, grab some things, and then home for some appointments for them this afternoon. The fun never stops. No, lucky I love my boys and I love sharing all this with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't. So thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with me, and I will hopefully see you sometime on Thursday. Bye.